We're going to wait for that weird little thing that always happens. Happy Monday. We're starting a little bit early. We are, again, waiting for that weird little thing. It's going to do it. See? It was trying to trick me, and I knew it was going to do it. Okay. So this week we are talking about making healthier choices. And this is a really important topic specifically because of the way that it was phrased. Okay, so remember, I'm going off of the cuff with these topics. We get one assigned and we roll with it. So this week we are talking about making healthier choices and how something as simple as healthier, not healthy, can change everything. So I want to ask you a question. Have you ever gotten to the end of the day and thought, well, today is ruined? Maybe breakfast wasn't great, or somebody brought donuts to work, or you skipped the gym because life got busy, or you grabbed fast food because it was all you had time for, or you had a stressful conversation and before you even realized it, you're standing in front of the pantry and you're eating all of your snacks, right? And somewhere around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, without even realizing it, you have made a decision. I will just start tomorrow. I'll just start tomorrow. Today's a wash. It sucked. And I think almost every single one of us has had this moment, but until I was really coaching thousands of you guys, it didn't hit me that it wasn't just me having this moment, okay? Once I started coaching you guys, I realized this is pretty universal, especially for people going through their health journeys. And this moment is not about food at all. It is about perfection. So we are really going to talk about this week because perfectionism truly is our kryptonite when it comes to this experience and succeeding or quote unquote failing. Okay, so we all have a standard that we are trying to live up to, and I think all of us carry this invisible image of what a healthy person looks like, right? When I tell you to envision a healthy person, you probably think she wakes up before her alarm, she drinks lemon water, she meditates, she meal preps every Sunday, she's perfectly organized, her containers are all set up in the fridge, she never misses a workout, and she gets 10,000 steps, and she drinks a gallon of water, and she sleeps 8 hours, and somehow enjoys kale. I enjoy kale, okay? But she probably never emotionally eats. She's probably rarely stressed, right? She handles everything with grace, and she never orders pizza. A healthy person doesn't order pizza. She doesn't go to the drive-thru, and she doesn't eat ice cream while she's watching Netflix. And because that is the picture that we've created in our minds, every time our real life doesn't look like hers, we feel like we're falling short, right? We decide that we're failing. And the problem isn't that you're failing. The problem is that you're comparing your Tuesdays to someone else's imaginary life. Also, a life that kind of sounds like it sucks. No offense. Like, we all love the idea of a healthy life, and some of those sound great sometimes. But to me, when I envision a healthy life, when I look at what I would like my life to look like, I want there to be flexibility. I want there to be a healthy relationship with food. If I'm making healthy food choices, I want it to be because those feel real to me, those feel connected to me. But I don't want to have to wake up every morning at 4 a.m. and eat. I mean, it just sounds pretty restrictive when you really think about what healthy in your mind might look like, okay? So I want to start poking holes in that right away, okay? Because healthy feels like a finish line, and healthier is a direction. So I have coached many of you women for many, many years, and one thing that I hear time and time again is, Laura, I know what to do, I just don't do it. I get that from people all the time, right? And I actually don't think that's true. I think most people, what they mean is, I know what the perfect thing to do is, but I just can't sustain perfection. And there's a couple of issues with that. Those are completely different problems, right? That's why I want to challenge one word today. I want to challenge the word healthy, and I want to change it to healthier. Because healthy sounds like somewhere you arrived, like you're done, right? Healthier is simply a direction that you're moving in. So one is going to ask you for perfection. Healthy is going to require you to be perfect. The other is going to ask you, can I make one better choice than I would have made before, right? When we feel stuck, it isn't that we can't do anything. It's that we feel like we can't do everything right. So I think that one question really has the power to change your life, especially when you feel stuck. So instead of asking yourself, what's the healthy thing that I should do, or what's the healthiest thing that I could possibly do right now, ask what's a healthier choice for me that's realistic today, okay? Because those are very different questions. Maybe the healthiest choice is to cook a beautiful homemade dinner that takes 5 hours to prepare, that doesn't use any processed foods, that is fresh from a garden, that has no preservatives. Like, You see? But to, if today your kids have practice and you worked all day and you're exhausted, the healthier choice might be grabbing a rotisserie chicken and a bagged salad instead of ordering from Domino's. Even though we love Domino's here, but that might be a healthier decision. And that's still taking care of yourself. Maybe the healthiest choice is to go get a 90-minute workout, right? But today's healthier choice might be 20 minutes, and that's still a win. And maybe it is the healthiest breakfast that you could possibly make is a prepared quiche for the week or an overnight oats. But today's healthier breakfast might be choosing to have a protein shake or something in the morning, some boiled eggs or something, because you're running late and you need to get food in your system so that your body can start to turn on. That's still a win. So real life is going to happen. I think sometimes we forget that our health isn't built on our best days, right? It's built on our ordinary ones. It's built in grocery stores and airport terminals and on vacation and in hospital waiting rooms and after funerals and during stressful work weeks. It is built on Tuesday afternoons when you are staring at the drive-thru because you have 15 minutes before your next commitment. Those are the moments that actually shape your life. Those are the moments that actually add up. And every single one of those moments, in every single one, there's almost always a healthier choice available. Not the perfect one, but a healthier one. So what does that actually look like, right? It looks like maybe making your favorite pasta at home because you can add vegetables, lean protein, and control the portions while still having something that you love. Or it is ordering the burger because that sounds so good, but swapping out the fries for a baked potato or vegetables because you know you'll feel better afterwards. It might look like having 2 drinks when you're out with your girlfriends instead of 6. It might look like adding protein to your breakfast or drinking 1 more bottle of water today than you did yesterday. It might look like parking a little further away or walking your dog or taking the stairs or going to bed 30 minutes earlier, right? It might be buying frozen vegetables because fresh ones keep going bad, or ordering a grilled chicken in the drive-thru instead of fried, or choosing the smallest change that still moves you forward. Because healthier isn't about restriction, it's about intention, and that makes all the difference. So your body is going to respond to patterns, and I think that we have accidentally given individual choices way too much power, right? We decide individual, simple, single choices have the ability to derail us. So one cookie did not create obesity, and a salad doesn't create healthy, and one workout doesn't transform your body, and one missed workout doesn't ruin it. Your body doesn't respond to isolated moments. It responds to patterns. It is incredibly freeing to realize that because it means you don't have to panic every single time life happens. You just have to return to the pattern again and again and again. And if you feel like maybe your pattern is not living up to things, we can start slowly making healthier choices to improve that pattern. So when we are thinking about healthier, we have to stop measuring ourselves against perfection, right? I want you to think about this, okay? Don't compare today's choice to perfection. Compare it to a choice you would have made a year ago. That is how we're going to measure growth. Not against somebody else's highlight reel or the impossible standard that you imagine someone is living up to. We're not going to measure it against you because maybe we're going to think about it against who you were a year ago, because maybe a year ago you would have skipped breakfast or ordered the largest combo at the drive-thru, but today you had a protein shake, or you ordered a smaller one, or you didn't even order that normal combo that you would have gotten. You got a healthier choice. Maybe a year ago you would have skipped the gym because 30 minutes didn't feel like enough, didn't feel like it was worth it, felt like a waste of time, but today you went anyway. Those aren't just little victories. Those are the patterns and the choices that actually change your life, right? We do not celebrate the right things. We typically only celebrate outcomes. 20 pounds lost, or a finish line crossed, or a race run, or a challenge completed, or a goal weight. But those are not what deserves our attention or applause most of the time. Those are built on choices over and over and over, right? Those are built on the first walk, or the first workout back, or the first glass of water, or the first grocery trip with intention. Those are built when you left food on your plate because you realized you were full, or order differently because you wanted to, not because someone told you that you had to or it was a healthy choice. Those are the moments that build this transformation, not the number on the scale, not this final outcome, but all those tiny moments in between. When we are going through this experience, we're not just making choices to get to a finish line, we're changing our identity, right? People who live healthy lives aren't constantly making perfect decisions. They're simply the people who naturally look for a healthier option. It's no longer punishment. It's no longer about willpower. It is just simply who they are and who they've become. So they ask themselves, what would taking care of me look like right now, right? They don't ask, what's going to punish me into changing? That's that's totally different. And I know when we're working towards our goals, when we're working towards weight loss, when we have this finish line, it can feel like every choice we make needs to almost come from punishment, because how will we get to that goal if this journey feels good? It's not supposed to feel good. It's supposed to feel like I'm losing weight and I'm reaching my goal. This journey is allowed to feel good. This journey is and will always come back to making healthier, more supportive choices for yourself that pay off. How do you take care of yourself today? That will always be the anchor under everything. So I don't want you leaving this conversation trying to be healthier. I want you to do something bigger than that, right? I want you to become a person who is naturally going to start looking for the next better choice. So, when you are at the store or you are at the restaurant or you are making a decision about movement today, you don't have to make a perfect choice. You don't have to make the healthy choice, the healthiest choice. You just have to look for a healthier choice. And if you're doing great right now and your choices are relatively healthy, fantastic. Let's lean into that. But if you're struggling to get on track, we're just looking for a healthier decision. Because a person who does that, that person is free. She isn't afraid of vacations. She isn't afraid of birthday cake. She isn't afraid of pizza night. She doesn't panic when life gets messy. She just asks, given the life that's in front of me today, what's one way that I can take care of myself? And then she does that every single day, over and over, based on what she's got, based on what she's working with. Because understanding that is going to change everything. Transformation isn't built on perfect days. It isn't built on nailing every single decision. It's built on ordinary moments, Tuesday afternoons and busy mornings and family dinners and going on vacation and stressful seasons and the moments where nobody's watching, which can be the hardest moments, because those are the moments where we feel like finally nobody's watching, there's nobody to carry this for, I can decompress, I can de-stress, and let all of my walls down. But also remember that the only person sitting with you in those moments is you. And that's the person you're trying to take better care of. That person is watching. That person is not expecting you to be perfect, but those choices still count, even when no one else is watching. So next time that you are standing in front of a menu or you're opening your pantry, deciding what you're going to do for movement today, or you're wondering if today even counts because you made some decisions maybe that didn't feel like the healthiest decisions, I want you to remember that today's choice, we don't have to compare to perfection. Compare it to a choice you would have made a year ago, okay? This journey has never been about being perfect. It will never be about perfect. And if you want to continue going on this journey for the rest of your life and being healthy, then you have to just learn how to make the healthier choice, okay? It's never about earning your worth or eliminating every food that you love. It is about becoming somebody who chooses herself a little more often than she used to. So one healthier choice or a healthier day or a healthier life, not because you need to be or want to be perfect, but because you just kept moving in the direction of a person who wanted to become healthier. And over time, without even realizing it, you will become her. You are becoming her. You've done so much work. You're becoming her. But you just have to remember that the goal here is not to be perfect. The goal is to make a healthier choice. Okay? All right. Happy Monday, you guys. Hopefully that was helpful. Yeah. That's our talk for today. Bye.